Welcome to Cafe Crashdown. I am Kayla, and we are diving in to our top 5 Shudder favorites for the month of March. So last time we had a really fun list, and I was going to watch Don't Look Home, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was really good. It totally had that like Get Out vibe, like they had mentioned in the review. So if you guys haven't watched it, I really recommend it. It's just a really fun psychological thriller that you should check out. But forget that, because that's February. Let's move into March. Alright, so first up on our list, we have Noriko's Dinner Table. This is an old classic and a favorite of mine. It is the sequel to Suicide Club, which was another Japanese thriller. And man, I don't know how to describe Suicide Club other than you're just gonna have to watch it. And you don't necessarily have to watch Suicide Club before Noriko's Dinner Table, but I would highly recommend it if you can, just because it is straight up a psychological thriller and you're dealing with mass suicides of all these people in Japan, and no one knows why it's happening. These people are just randomly killing themselves. So this trickles into Noriko's Dinner Table. We have Noriko, she's a young high school girl, and she decides to run away from her family and go into the big city, and she meets Kumiko, who is a site webmaster for this website called Haikyo.com. And she figures out that this is kind of a cult situation, and these people have a really weird perception in terms of prostitution and mass suicide. And so Noriko kind of gets wrapped up in this group, and she kind of is really trying to figure out, is this really the path that she wants to be on? She's not really sure, and is this life worth living kind of a thing? So it's really just, I'm gonna be straight honest, it's a mind fuck. Like, it really is just one of those that, like, even after watching, you're like, I honestly don't really know what just happened. But the more and more that you watch it too, the more things that you pick up, which again is why you should totally check out the, I guess, prequel or first one, Suicide Club, and you can kind of get an overall picture of what this whole thing's about. But definitely check it out and let me know what you think. So now we have Beyond the Walls. This is a 3-parter French horror. It is a Shudder exclusive, and it is visually stunning, and the acting is absolutely superb. We have Elisa, who's a therapist, and she's got a lot of like inner turmoil of just things that have been going on in her life. She ends up inheriting this mysterious house across the street, and her first night staying there, down the hallway, she finds herself in this parallel dimension, like this really crazy dimension with all of these really creepy, terrifying creatures that seem to know all about her sins and really play on this with her and torment her with this. Her only way of really surviving in this dimension is a soldier who kind of knows how to like dodge and like defend himself against these weird creatures. So the whole series is just about her trying to get out of this crazy place, but also herself facing her own demons, like not literally, but like her internal ones, through these monsters. So it's a really crazy, fun, terrifying trip of exploring your own personal inner guilt in the midst of like actual like crazy creatures like going after you. So it's really fun. It gets only a 3-parter. It's a Shudder exclusive. Go check it out.
Always loved horror. It's just that horror hasn't always loved us.
So next on my list, I really love documentaries, and I want to try to add at least one really cool documentary to the list every month. And so we are going to start this month with Horror Noire. It's a new one that Shudder just put out, and it is a documentary focusing on African Americans in Hollywood and kind of their input into the horror genre. So you have a lot of like really cool archival footage and stuff, and it really talks about like the struggles that a lot of these actors and directors and filmmakers went through in Hollywood over the years, and it's just really kind of this untold story, if you will. It's really heart-wrenching. It's a really neat aspect of Hollywood that I never really knew about, that I was really enlightened in watching it. So definitely watch it and let me know what you think.
And I have picked 24 hours of the greatest horror movies of all time And we're having a dusk to dawn to dusk to almost dawn again marathon called The Last Drive-In.
Now, I'm going to tell you one of my favorites that's actually going to be premiering March 29th, so definitely mark it on your calendars. We have The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, and they've been kind of introducing this. Last year, they were doing specials with Joe Bob Briggs, where he would do a 24-hour marathon of just all his favorite horror films. And so we would watch it with him, and then he would take breaks in between, and he would talk about them and kind of like some history of like directors or like actors and kind of these weird kooky things that he knows about all of them. And because all of these became such a huge hit and gained a big following, I being one of them, they're now doing a 9-episode series for him starting March 29th. So on the 29th, which is a Friday, they're going to be doing a double feature. And I don't know what these films are, but Joe Bob picks them, and he's got some excellent taste, so you won't be disappointed. So starting March 29th, that will be every Friday. For 9 episodes, you'll be seeing a double feature of some sort. And he'll kind of do the same thing. He'll tell you why he picked them, and he'll have like his kill list of like, watch out for the 10 boobs in this movie and the 8 slashers or like whatever. He always has like a hit list or something. But he's just really fun. He's hilarious. And if you kind of want to get a little taste of what that's going to be, watch some of his prior stuff. He did one for Thanksgiving. He did one for Christmas for his like 24-hour marathons. So definitely check it out.
A state of emergency, effective immediately, within Dunwich County. All citizens are requested to return to their homes as quickly as possible. In case of necessity,
And finally, for our last flick of the night, we have City of the Living Dead. This is one that I have not seen either, so I'll be joining you guys on this lovely journey. It is a film that is from the 1980s. And we have a reporter and a psychic who come together, and they're trying to stop the gates of hell from opening and all of these zombies coming in and taking us out. And so this kind of starts where they find out, so this priest is guarding the gates of hell, and he ends up dead, and because of his death, they find out that that is how all of these zombies just get out, and they start taking things over and eating people and doing all these crazy things. And apparently there's a super iconic scene where this chick like literally pukes her guts out. That people seem to remember, so I'm kind of curious about that. This film is directed by, let me try to say this, Lucio Fulci. So he is an Italian gore master, and I can't wait to check out his work. I've heard a lot about him from just other things that I've read, and especially with him being like the gore master in the genre. So yeah, definitely check it out with me. Let me know what you think. Did you like get grossed out by that puke scene? Kind of want to know your thoughts on that. So yeah, go check it out. Well, pop yourself some popcorn, grab a nice cozy seat, and enjoy these flicks that I told you about. I'm definitely going to be diving in probably tonight. Can't wait to check out Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater. If you guys are watching it, totally be on the tweet train with me. They always do like a live feed going on. It's going to be super awesome. So yeah, enjoy March, and I will see you next month for Shudder Favorites. Oh, well, hello there. I'm just watching some Shudder. You know, keeping up with our top 5. Currently watching Don't Leave Home. It's great. You should totally check it out. So, please click to subscribe so that way you can hang out with me every Tuesday. I don't just do Shudder stuff. I also do special effect makeup, drunk. We do practical effects. We're going to do movie reviews and TV reviews. We do a lot of geeking out on some sci-fi stuff. We just got a lot coming at you. We're going to have a series coming out that's going to be all about some classic monsters and what that means to society, kind of the folklore behind them, things like that. So click subscribe so you can join us, tune in, and I will see you next Tuesday. Ooh, oh my gosh, what?